Everyone wants an easy recipe for baking when starting out. Here's one that you'll love, and it's called strawberry cupcakes. Many of us are interested in baking and think that it will be too difficult to start off, and a lot of the things that we try to bake never end up looking like the picture. This one is easy to follow and tastes amazing. I will talk you through what you will need, how to bake the cupcakes, and how to frost them. First, we'll talk about all you will need to bake the cupcakes. First, you'll gather 1 box of yellow cake mix, and that normally you'll combine water, about a cup of water, half a cup of oil, and 3 eggs to mix the batter. But if you don't want to use the 3 eggs, you're able to substitute about half of the substitute egg to replace the regular 3 eggs that you would normally use. You'll also need a fresh container of strawberries, 1 pint of heavy cream, and 3 to 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar. According to Huffington Post, using the room temperature ingredients is a better way to get better tasting cupcakes, because it's just it's easier to mix warm ingredients than it is to mix things that just come out of the refrigerator and they're really cold. Now that we've talked about all of what you'll need, we'll talk about how to bake the cupcakes. At this point, you'll have mixed the batter and begin to fill the cupcake liners in the pan, and try to measure it as equally as possible. Make sure to use caution when operating the oven, but also to keep in mind when using different colored pans, the temperature that you'll set the oven and how long you'll be able to leave the pan in there for your cupcakes to be done. So just make sure to check with a toothpick to make sure that they're either done or not getting overcooked. And also, depending on where you live, altitudes can change the times that you'll set your cupcakes and how fast they'll be able to actually bake. But according to Victoria Spencer of Martha Stewart, to ensure you do not overfill the cupcake tray, only fill it to halfway or 2/3 of the cup to ensure that the batter has room to rise while baking. Now that we've discussed what all you will need to bake the cupcakes and how to bake them, we will talk about how to frost them. Finally, the best part, once the cupcakes are cooled down, you will be able to cut out a portion of the cupcake. So once you're done baking, they should be a bit brown. But once they've cooled, you can use a small measuring cup or a measuring spoon, and you'll be able to you'll be able to cut out part of the cupcake, so you'll have a cupcake with a hole about this size. To be able to put the fresh strawberries into your cupcake. Once you put the fresh strawberry in there, it'll look like this depending on how big your cupcake is. Sometimes the strawberries that you buy at the store are too big, so you'll have to cut them to be able to fit inside the cupcake. Once you're done with filling the cupcakes or the cupcake tray, and you've cut out the holes in the fresh strawberries, you'll start making the whipped cream for the frosting. So from there, you'll mix the whipped cream or the heavy cream with the powdered sugar, and it should get fluffy. If it's not fluffy and it's still runny, which happened to me, you just add a bit more of the powdered sugar. Like it said to use 3 tablespoons. I ended up using about 6, and that gave it the fluff that you would want. From there, once your frosting is mixed, and from there, once your frosting is mixed, you'll be able to put that in the pipe or pastry bag, and then you'll squeeze that over your cupcakes, and it should turn out looking like this. It's pretty easy, and it's not that hard. But once you frost your cupcakes, that's pretty much the easy part, and then from there you're able to share that with your family and friends. In conclusion, we've gone over what all you will need to bake the cupcakes, how to bake them and frost them. They are great for the spring and summertime, and remember to enjoy these with your family.